All right, welcome back to the league race. This time with FTRL for round number, I think it's number 7 of Division 1 here at the Zandvoort circuit for the Dutch Grand Prix. So, dry race, dry qualifying, nice and handy enough. So, this track has got a real nice flow to it. I've gotten better at it over, well, across the months, but it has a nice flow to it. It's just track position is very important here. I'm not as quick as other people around here, so it's one of those things where you need a decent qualifying position or some chaos to ensue to have a chance at a good result here. It is for what I have found, at least in my limited time running around this track. I think I've done 3 races in this game, all of them for FTRL around this track. So popular spot. Anyways, there's the setup you saw on screen flash across you. Nothing too out of the ordinary. A turn-in I prefer rather than rear-end stability, but actually, you can have both with 5.8 wings, to be fair. Here's my last run in qualifying. It is average at best. It's a 9.2. It's fine. I think I did an 8.9 as my quickest time I've done around here. Yeah, that's my quickest time. 8.9 is my quickest time. So it's going for P14. So yeah, not about my usual kind of spot for qualifying. Or is it P15? I think it's P15 actually. So yeah, about my usual spot really for
At least it's a 9-2.
for qualifying in FTRL Div 1. So anyways, moving on to the race, I'm going to do mediums to hards, and this works out perfectly because, well, if I do mediums and a safety car comes out, I can stay out, extend the stint, go softs. If a safety car comes out during mediums, and it's, I can also go long. I can also pivot and go hards to the end. So with mediums, you're really well covered for whatever eventuality. So it's a perfect little balance to have. So lots of fuel, because this place drains fuel and ERS. So got to have plenty of those resources about to you. But here we go then. 36 laps, fast track, fast paced. See what we got. Away we go. It's a decent start off the bat. There's some guys on hards in front, so they're going to play a factor as well. We get a decent start. I had to come off the throttle a bit there. Nice and early into turn 1. Take the outside line. There's some wing flying. I think that's a link, so we're trying to negotiate him. Risky stuff there. Almost gets squeezed out a little bit there, but it's all lap 1 kind of stuff. Very precarious racing. Nothing wrong, I don't think. Anyways, it was managed to hold it just about. There's a car facing the wrong way round. Couple cars sneak through though. Or rather, Chris sneaks through. Hair-raising lap 1 to say the least. I think I actually made contact with Chris as well at this point as well. Do I hit the back of him? I thought I hit the back of him into one of these corners, but no, apparently not. So, yeah, moving on then to lap number 3. DRS is now enabled, so some movement happening, here and there, but nothing really. Yeah, there is a little twitch for Charlie on the curb, so we're going to go to the left-hand side here. Use the curb, dangerous on the outside there, and hold the inside to get that move done. That was a really nice move. That outside curve can be risky, but you see Charlie got on the inside curve for just a second, and that car was twitching away, so we benefited from that this time round. So that's a position gained. Lap number 4, things have kind of opened up a little bit. I think Lennon's got damage, I think. Anyways, he's really struggling, so we're going to just try and negotiate him as quickly as possible, not to lose too much time. See Tom on the hards up in front there. He's got a good bit of time. So anyways, better run there. DRS as well. Activate the rear wing. And down the inside into this section. I went a bit deep there. I meant to take a bit more of the curb. So apologies about that. But anyway, we move on. And we're up into P13 then. Moving slowly through this field. Ever so slowly. I think the race goes a bit quiet from here. Lap 9 here to lap 10. See the gap? We're 6 seconds ahead of Charlie, and then Tom's about 3 seconds or so ahead of me. So that's where we're at. It's a kind of nothing's really happening too much in this race. It's just kind of settling in more so than anything else. Lap number 11.
Oh, you've actually. Yeah.
I believe some of the guys who have pitted at the front are coming through. So here's obviously the first one being Matt, and I'm not sure if Dutch was in front or behind, but anyways. Matt is 1, and Tico is going to be number 2, and then there's Wesker and Kevin behind as well. So again, I'm trying to run my this is tough because I'm catching Tom on these hards. See, the gap is 2.4 seconds. I don't really want to be losing too much time here because I'm trying to chase down my teammate as quickly as possible because again, he's going to have an advantage later on with the hard compound tire. See, Kevin's right there as well coming out of the pits. So This is tough because I want to be getting on with this. I don't want to be losing too much time here. So it's important. I'm trying to minimize as little time lost as possible. Lap 13. So Matt and Tico have gone somewhat clear. Kevin's right behind. He couldn't get by. And it's tough to, even if you want to let people go here, it's tough to let people go. So I thought he was coming down the inside there for a sec. I left the space for a bit. There's a bit of contact there. I'm not sure if that damaged his wing or not, but he certainly wasn't close enough to make a move there. And I think he ends up deciding just to retire. I'm not sure why, or if he just lost it or whatever. But the safety car is deployed. So I was left very confused by that because I thought he was going to go through, and then it turns out he wasn't. And then, okay, right. And then, I'm not sure how it all worked out, but. Anyways, unfortunately, nevertheless, it's just really tough round. Its track is so narrow; it can be tough sometimes. So, anyways, I decided to go hards. I couldn't extend and not. I couldn't extend the go and go softs. Everyone else would have made a stop basically going to the end of the race, and I wouldn't have. So, the hards was the only option there. I didn't like it, but that was the only option available to me. Lap 15, getting ready to go racing once again. Get the restart pretty decently. Lynx actually gets a better one. He actually crosses the line ahead of me, which is, you're supposed to, under yellow, like when safety car has yellow flags as the start finish line. So if I really wanted to, I could have reported that, because technically you're not supposed. Oh, there's more wing flying. You're supposed to not. It's supposedly, you're not supposed to overtake until the start finish line. That's where the green flag thing starts. So yeah, so I was a little annoyed by that at the time, but. Events in this race made it easier to let go in the end, so we'll carry on for now. Lap 23, really nothing happened. Again, just settling into our own race. Other people have got to pit in front, so I'm feeling good that we can maybe creep into the top 10, closer towards the end of this race. My teammate, including here, hasn't pitted, and he has now got himself a fantastic opportunity to do so with another safety car. I'm deciding that, look, I'm going to pitch and go for softs. I only have one position to lose, which is to Charlie. So it unfortunately means following my teammate in and having to sit behind him while he serves his penalty. So we're going to lose a position to Charlie here as a result. But I do think the gains, the gain is worth more than the loss of getting that fresh, soft compound rubber on. And losing one place, and I feel like I could overtake Charlie. I built up a 6-second lead in stint one, so I'm thinking perhaps we can do this. So we'll see what happens. But anyways, I think it was a risk worth taking, absolutely. So here we go then. Safety car restart, another one. Hopefully we can get it right this time and gain a position rather than lose one. A very late decision to go, but we eventually do get going now. I had to back off there to make sure I didn't overtake him heading across the start finish line. So that'd be ahead of him, the start finish line. We'll go round the outside though. Absolutely beautiful stuff. My teammates pent up there by Lynx. Side by side, going again, use this left hand side curb, give him the space. Beautiful stuff. Absolutely brilliant restart. But however, my teammate's going to fight back here, Tom, on my right hand side. Very narrow piece of the track. And I'm trying to hold the middle, the racing line. That annoyed me at the time, because it's a very fast right-hander and he's swooping in left. So I thought this was very dangerous. I actually made contact there slightly with him. I thought this was really dangerous at the time because how narrow the track is, how quick that corner is, and he's going in the opposite direction of where the corner is going, sweeping in left before he goes right. I thought it was really dangerous. So we'll talk about that more in a sec. But lap 29, behind this crowd, I get caught on that curb Cam got stuck on just for a second. And I'm afraid round we go. So those auto spin curves piss me off, man. It's really annoying. Turn 5 Hungary is the same thing. I remember my first TMC race, I got pinged up upon that auto spin turn 5 curve at Hungary. But yeah, the race was over from there. I decided to come into the pits. And that was it. So the Tom stuff was tough because I felt that was very dangerous at the time. Could have easily taken both of us out. That was why I was frustrated. Could have easily happened. Lap 36, end of the race. Honestly, it was just one of those things. I just got just marginally on that curb, and I happened to hit the bit that jutted out on the barrier. I think I would have. I don't think I can't remember. I just looked at it. I can't remember if I hit the wall, but I hit the wall at the barrier, not the pit exit wall. So, or where it juts out. But anyways, P12. Tom finished 7th. I feel like I could have easily finished 8th or so myself. or 7th, 8th, that kind of range.
Three in a
So
league,
pretty
yeah.
disappointing for it to end like that. But
Yeah, so
uh,
PSG is still going.
drive error, that's all it is. That's just how it goes. And unfortunately, races like that can happen. So disappointing, but
Again, looks like the
yeah,
worst
that's
game
just
ever.
how it goes. Anyways, thanks very much for watching. And yeah, disappointing race, but oh well, we'll
No,
we'll
it's
get
fine.
it right next time. But yeah,
It's been
thanks for
close
watching,
games.
and until next time.